Some motorcycles transcend time, era, genres and more things like that. They're comfortable taking you to office every day, and that one fine day when you want to break free, you can just ride them to the Himalayas. And then sometimes it just helps you to impress that someone special. Hello and welcome to the Bullet, the 2023 Royal Enfield Bullet. You are watching Auto Today. My name is Rahul Ghosh, and do remember to subscribe to the channel because it really matters to us. Now for the purist out there, the Bullet is a sensation, and that is going to remain that way. But you might be asking the question after looking at this motorcycle, that how is it different from the classic 350? Well, there are subtle changes which Royal Enfield has made to make sure that the Bullet remains a Bullet. Now have a look at those mudguards. They look nice, they're covering the wheel, they have that classic charm to it. So is the front end knuckle, that tiger lights are there, and these are all halogens, there are no LEDs out here. You also get a chrome handlebar on top, and the instrument panel again is from the classic, and that means you now get a fuel gauge in it. When you look at the overall shape of the motorcycle, you see the teardrop tank out here, and this logo is a very unique one because it is a modern avatar of the original flying Royal Enfield logo. Most importantly, these pinstripes are still done by a person at the Chennai factory, and it's a spectacle to see them do this. The same can be said about the side panels also. Now the only differentiating factor of the Bullet and the classic 350 is this pseudo airbox cover looking thing, because that's where the gubbins are, the fuel injection and all those things are hidden behind this panel. The rear mudguard, again, if you remember the old Royal Enfield Bullet, they had covered mudguards which would occupy a large part of the rear tire, and so does this one. I am also impressed to see that Royal Enfield has given these scaffoldings out here, and what they do is make them ready for panniers and stuff like that. You can have an accessory and then you can have the pannier on the right hand side. Of course, the exhaust remains the same, and the tail light also comes from the classic. Now this is something which I thought would have been better with a retro looking tail light, but overall the charm of the Bullet remains, and most importantly, the platform now is different. The Bullet, much like in the past, continues to offer a single piece seat that is not just spacious but also comfortable. The bike also acquires modern switchgear from the classic 350, and even a hazard light functions. The Bullet also gets disc brakes at both ends with dual channel ABS. However, where the Bullet remains old school is tire tech. Thanks to the use of spoked wheels, the Bullet comes with tube type tires. Now the other thing which makes the Bullet a Bullet is the riding position. So has that changed? Let me show you. Getting on the bike is very easy, and once you are on it, the riding position is so comfortable. I can reach the ground very easily. The handlebar falls into my hand very easily, and of course the foot peg positioning is also very neutral. So when you sit on them, keep your feet on them, they are very comfortable. Just imagine riding like this, and this is one of the things which makes the Bullet the Bullet. Now, to modernize the Bullet, Royal Enfield has moved to the J platform. But the J platform is one of those things which comes as a superb upgrade for Royal Enfield motorcycles. We've seen it in the Meteor, we've seen it in the Classic, and now the Bullet gets it. So you get the 350cc engine, fuel injection, you get a nice little thump which comes when you start the engine. Well, wait, let me start up the bike. See, can you hear that thump which you've been craving for, and something which this motorcycle is famous for? Sounds nice, eh? Now, coming back to the engine and the platform. So this new platform promises a lot for the Bullet, and according to the company, it is making the bike a lot smoother to ride and fun as well. Not to forget reliability. Is it all true? Let's go for a ride. Bullet no longer gets a kickstarter and hence one has to use the new switchgear to start it up. The engine idles at a low 1000 rpm or thereabouts, and there are barely any vibes to complain about here. The thump is there, but it is not as prominent as before. However, one sure feels to be commanding a Bullet. Talking about performance, the new engine allows the Bullet 350 to attain high speeds with ease. 90 kmph is no big deal, and cruising at 100 is also possible without much fuss. The good news is that, much like the classic 350, the Bullet 350 too remains relatively vibe-free at these speeds. Now, if you are a purist and expect the new Bullet 350 to be able to cruise at 40 in top gear, it's not going to happen. It's a new engine, and as a result, it has modern traits. So now the Bullet 350 can cruise at 50 in top gear without that fuss. It actually feels brilliant to cruise on a Bullet, as the riding position is also comfortable, and this means that long rides are going to be effortlessly enjoyable. In city, we must say that the bike remains very maneuverable. In traffic conditions, you can just weave through the traffic without much problems, and that is where the Bullet scores. On the braking front, thanks to the advent of modern technology, red disc brakes, the Bullet stops well. The brakes offer a good bite and haul the 195 kg motorcycle with relative ease. Around corners too, the Bullet loves to dance and is extremely enjoyable to ride. Needless to say, the ride quality is good too, and the Bullet 350 will keep the rider and pillion comfortable. Finally, we can say that apart from the purists out there, the new Bullet 350 should surely be successful in luring new customers into Royal Enfield showrooms, and that means we have a winner on our hands.